I think that's going to be the question that a lot of them are asking. Was it Russ who helped Seattle win that Super Bowl and make all those great plays with Doug Baldwin and Curse and players like that? Or was he just a product of their offense with a great defense, that they could do some great things because they had the Legion of Boom? They had Cliff Averill, Michael Bennett, and Brandon Mebane, and great guys like that on the defense that kept things in check, that let them take certain risk because of Russell Wilson. I frankly feel that he's just fallen off some. I mean, how far he's fallen, I don't know, because the player who I used to see, I don't care if there was 30 seconds or 13 seconds left on the clock, he could lead the Seahawks 70 yards downfield and throw a touchdown, get them in position for a game-winning field goal. He was one of the most clutch quarterbacks I saw for years, playing with receivers who were undrafted or drafted in the lower rounds, and helped that whole – I mean, Doug Baldwin is one of my favorite receivers of all time, right? I don't know if Doug or Curse were drafted, and these guys were fantastic players, and I think Russell Wilson played a lot into that. He didn't have a great offensive line. He had a great running game with Marshawn Lynch, some of the running backs that they had, but I think this is more a case of him leaving that organization and maybe some of the comforts that coaching staff provided him to succeed and going someplace where he has just fallen off. I don't know if he's been exposed, but I just think physically and some things like that, he is not the same guy.
Let's make some presumptions about how the rest of this season goes. Okay, let's assume Denver kind of just plays this way the rest of the year. They have a top 5 pick. Russell Wilson's owed, I think Mike Florio said, $37 million on the 5th day of the new league year next March. Let's assume that he's not going to get that money. He's going to be released by Denver. What is the market for Russell Wilson in free agency next March?
And that is often the greatest determiner of what quarterbacks think. And I say that, what teams think about quarterbacks, and I say that because, it was only about 5 years ago when Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate.
Right.
He's not getting – I mean, Will Greer's getting calls before Chris Wentz to be a backup right now.
Carson Wentz is ATC. He's at the crib right now hunting, posting pictures on Instagram. Like, he can't even get a call from the Jets who, a couple weeks ago looked like they were in the market for a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cleveland's situation. I mean, it's interesting – and I'm so glad you asked the question that way, Chris, because if Russell Wilson were to hit the free agent market next year, and let's say he's willing to play for $15 million a year, how many teams are going to go there? And if he's saying it's got to be 30 plus, he's
no chance.
No one's doing that. They're just going to draft a quarterback, make moves that they can do for an affordable contract.
Like, is he suddenly in the Cam Newton zone from a couple years ago?
Or is he in the Jimmy Garoppolo zone even? I mean, where he's playing for that type of money. I mean, I think that's going to be a great determiner, because it's just, do you say, well, he has to go to a certain type of system? Is he that? I just don't know how he is valued now, because it does seem like something, to me when I watch him, he doesn't seem as confident as he was in Seattle. And again, he shouldn't be. The team's not what it was. He's not playing the way he was. He's not playing the same style that he used to play. But is that because it's physically there? Is it, those are questions we just don't know. Again, I'm speaking to this as a big Russell Wilson fan, as a human being and as a football player.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.